Hi, everybody. So excited to see all your faces. We are going to be talking mom talk today, right? We may not all be mothers, but we all have a mother. And there's so much to get into. And I'm here, I mean, you guys probably know this already if you know me on Instagram. I have 2 small kids. The struggle is real, pickup, drop off, tantrums, everything. But these ladies also know a little bit about that. I'm gonna introduce to you guys, we've got Emily DiDonato, model and founder of Covey Skincare. Melissa Garcia, who you guys may know, Shop Today contributor. And Julee Wilson, beauty editor at large at Cosmopolitan. So we've got, these ladies are impressive in their own right, not just on their resume, but they are moms. And I'm so excited to chat with them. Let's set this up for everybody who's here. Let's talk really quickly about what stage of motherhood you guys are in right now, because you guys are all in very different stages.
Okay, I'll go first. I have a 3.5-year-old, a girl, and then I have a 2-year-old, a boy. I had them very close together. So I'd say I'm in the weeds of toddlerhood.
Okay.
Yes.
Hi, everyone. So nice to see you guys. So nice. So I have adults, which is so strange. My oldest is 20. I started young. Not that I'm 47, but I had my first when I was 26. My husband and I have been together since we're 15, which is not normal.
Aww.
I know. It's like we met in day camp. It's not the normal story, I know. And I do actually still love him, which is even more unnormal. Oh. And my other son is 18. He just graduated from high school. And then my daughter is going to be 15 on Sunday. So, yeah.
So sweet.
You're in it. I got a mic. So, yeah.
Oh, we all have a mic. We all have a mic.
Yes, we got one. Hi, everyone. I'm kind of splitting kind of the ages. Mine are 6.5 years apart. So I have a 10-year-old, will be 11-year-old next month, and a 4-year-old. Who thinks he's 11?
Love.
So kind of, it was hard, because at first I was like, we need to if all be going to the puppet show, and now it's like laser tag puppet show, you know, like splitting the time and the effort, but they're cute, so.
They're so cute. And you guys are all balancing it all, right? Because you guys are all working in your own right and juggling motherhood. Emily, I don't know how you did this, but you launched a skincare company. First of all, Emily's an iconic model. If you guys don't know her, she was the face of Maybelline for what, like 10 years or something like that? You were like the girl. And you sort of parlayed this job as a model into doing more influencing, and then you started your family, and in the middle of starting your family, you said, I'm gonna launch a skincare line. And the whole approach to that brand is really about simplifying your routine, right? It's a 3-step. Did motherhood, becoming a mom, influence that? Were you like, I need to streamline my life, let me launch a brand? How did that all sort of happen?
Yeah, so I actually found out that I was pregnant like a week before we launched my skincare brand, Covey, which I launched with my best friend, Christina. So we were kind of like, oh, like that's interesting. And when we launched Covey, or came up with the concept of it, which was a super simple, effective skincare routine, 3 steps, like we kind of wanted to create a modern, clean version of like a Clinique or a Proactive. We were kind of like, that was what spoke to us at the time, pre-children. It was like the height of Korean beauty. Everyone was doing 10, 12 steps, and we were like, this is just not realistic as like a woman generally, but then after kids, it sings truer than ever. I'm like, I don't have time for like a million steps and overcomplicated routines. So I would say like, it was like, part of the DNA of the brand, but since I became a mom, you're like, yeah, this totally makes sense. But being pregnant during that time, it was definitely hectic, and I'm like, you're getting used to all of those body changes and what's going on and all of that. I'm still like processing it, honestly.
And now you have 2 kids.
Now I have 2 kids, right.
Wow,
Yeah.
Okay. And then Melissa, you were in the law field before you became a stylist and fashion expert, and you were a mom in the middle of all this, and you just took this leap of faith going complete 180 in your career. Like, was that so scary?
Yes.
How did you do it?
It was really scary. I practiced law for 10 years, and I wasn't happy, and I was leaving my kids who were little at the time, and I was thinking to myself, why am I doing this? I'm miserable. I'd rather be home with them. Why am I leaving them to do something I'm not fulfilled with? And I always said if I can do it over again, I would go into fashion. I love clothes. And one of my best friends is on the phone with me telling me, I'm sick and tired of hearing you complain. you're not married, you're to your career, jump. And I finally was like, you know what? Life's too short. I don't want to have regrets. And I just jumped and I just started. I didn't know anyone in the industry. I knew nothing. I didn't go to school for fashion. And I worked really hard and I networked and I put in effort and time. And I truly believe that it's never too late to make a change and to follow your dreams. So if anyone out there has a dream that you're scared to even admit or that you're scared to try, please, the worst thing is to have regret. So I'd rather you try and fail than not try at all. So anyway,
Absolutely.
so yeah, that was 12 years ago. And here I am now. And I was in the car on the way here, I was pinching myself. Like, I cannot believe I have the opportunity to do what I love and to be here. So thank you guys for giving me also the ability.
And we love having you here. And Julie, you are you and I go back. We're old school beauty editors.
Don't tell people our age.
I know. I won't. I'll keep, that stays under wraps always. But we go back to the beauty industry, and I remember just like looking up to you. You have been at Essence Magazine, the Huffington Post, and I think what I find most inspiring about your work and beauty coverage is your commitment to raising diversity and really being inclusive about all your coverage. I think all your reporting in the space has been so impactful, and you're always about empowering others, especially those that may not have the platform. So you've used your platform to really raise a lot of brands up, and I think that speaks a lot to you. And I'm sure your kids are so proud of that. So talk to me about legacy, because I think that means a lot to you too. It's sort of like your kids seeing you and your career and how you're using this platform for good.
Yeah, I think I've always been very intentional about if I was going to get a seat at the table, a very rarefied seat at the table in the publishing industry, that I was going to use it in a way that I wouldn't squander it, that I was going to move the needle, that I was going to make some type of change. And I really feel like I did that. I started my career at Real Simple magazine. I was there for 6.5 years. And then I went to the Huffington Post when magazines were folding and you had to learn digital, but it was like going from a monthly to a minutely. I was working on 3 to 4 stories a month at Real Simple and publishing 3 to 4 stories a day at the Huffington Post. So it was wild times. And I got married and had kids while I was at the Huffington Post, when the Huffington Post mattered. Not that it doesn't anymore, but I don't think anyone reads it anymore. And then I went on to do Essence, like you said, which was really nice because I got to celebrate the dopeness of Black women every single day. But I knew that when that time was up, going to Cosmo was going to be really significant for my storytelling. And I remember being in my interview at Cosmo and saying, look, I get to celebrate the dopeness of Black women every day. If I come here, I have to be Black, blackity black. Yes. I literally remember saying that to the editor-in-chief at the time, and her being very much no, I get it, I want that. I can tell all stories. I can't make it this far in my career if I don't know about white beauty, indigenous beauty, Indian beauty, but I also wanted to make sure I was able to tell the storytelling through a filter of being a Black woman. So it's been really nice. I have a column there called Yours, Mine, Ours, check it out. It's the intersection between Black culture and beauty, and I'm just very intentional about being, bringing my full self into very white spaces, but also making sure people see it as, a celebration of our culture.
Absolutely. And I think your kids are a little young now, but that's going to be really important for them. And I think you kind of already do that, how you're raising them. They know what mom's doing, and they know the work she does.
They know, they're very proud of being Black. They both have locks, which I think is, very interesting, now, with the Crown Act happening, there's only 27 states that have signed the Crown Act. So the way in which my hair grows out of my head and my children's hair grow out of their head, there's still many states in this country where it could be deemed illegal. So that's been really hard, but they know that. They know mommy's fighting for those sorts of things. But then they also know just cool things like that Sol de Janeiro cream is boom boom and not bum bum.
Yes.
I get very proud. My 4-year-old, we were literally in the subway station, and he saw a Sol de Janeiro ad, and was oh, boom boom, boom boom cream, and I was yes.
Yes.
Because I was everyone calls it bum bum, and I'm my 4-year-old knows it's boom boom, and also knows how to pronounce Givenchy. So I'm doing good. I'm
Mic
winning.
drop.
I'm winning as a mom.
And all you ladies, you guys are working so hard and right, like, I feel like earlier in your careers and earlier in life, right? That stage is all about like building up your career before you're having kids and entering motherhood. But motherhood teaches you a lot. I was talking to somebody, some of you guys here, and I'm like, I feel like ever since becoming a mom, you unlock this sort of like superpower within you that you didn't know you had, where you can make more of the 24 hours in the day. So talk to me a little bit about how motherhood has influenced your career and what you're bringing from, you know, being a mom into your day-to-day work.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, and I feel like this has already been kind of said, but I think that being a mom has just made me generally a much more intentional person, and I think it just forces you to prioritize in like the most intense way possible. And I think that becoming a mom has at least allowed me to be a bit more cutthroat about what I choose to use my time on, whether that be work, activities, people. I don't know, I just feel like I'm a bit more allowed to be like, no, and that's not worth my time or my energy. So now I think I'm just more intentional in terms of like what I want to focus on and what I want to build from here and what's sustainable while my children are still little and how it fits into my lifestyle versus like I think when you're younger and in those building years, like that's like your main focus and your only thing. And then once you become a mom, like you have to be way more mindful of the holistic picture. But I think that's also a beautiful thing about being a mom.
Right. And Melissa, and Julie, how do you guys sort of keep that all balanced?
I hate that word, balance.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I feel like it means something different for everybody. You know, like what might be balanced for me might not be what works for you or you, right? So
Totally.
I think you have to just figure out really what works for you and your family. And it's funny, I asked my husband, and you know, our oldest is 20 now, so we've had kids for some time, and I'm like, what the heck did we do with all of our time? When we told people we were busy, like, what were we busy doing before we had kids? Like, I don't know what we were busy doing. I have no idea. But I think for me, being mindful with my kids, and I check in with them a lot. I think like that could be a really good tip. I ask them like, am I present enough for you right now? Is there something I could have done better as a mom? Did I make, you know, 'cause I make mistakes. I'm human. I'm gonna make mistakes. How could I have done that differently? And they'll be honest. Like they will tell you, and listen to them. Even if you don't agree with them, their perspectives are truly what they're perceiving. So I really try to make sure that I'm present for those moments, even if it's those small moments, you know, that you don't think are important, but driving them to their friend's house or those little things really wind up being the big things.
They add up and they make an impact for sure.
You're brave. I'm not asking them that because I do not want to hear the answer because I know what it's going to be.
It might be better than you.
I don't think so. But yeah, balance is like not a word I use because I don't have it. I tell people it is non-existent for me. I'm on a hustle. It's a constant hustle. I'm constantly going because I want to make them proud, right? I want to make sure that one day I'm like, my mom was a badass. And like, I know that will happen as I keep going, but I lean a lot on Jesus and tequila.
Love it. Preach.
I'm just gonna keep it real. Like, let's just keep it a buck. Like,
I love it.
Like, and I have an amazing husband. Like,
yes.
Without my husband, this would not work. Like, he's like very like present. He does not have the career that I have. He has a different career that allows him to like be able to be like, yes, go on that trip or go do that talk or whatever it is. And so so understanding of it. So like he helps me have some semblance of balance, even though it's not really balanced.
Right. No, but that's like, you bring up a good point, right? It's like your partner and your village. So many people talk about that. It's not just, you know, obviously, yes, moms can do it all, full disclosure, but like there are people in your life that help you out and make it all possible. Like, I think, Melissa, you have family nearby too, and like you live near them. And how does that sort of play a role, like your village, whether it's family, friends, babysitter? So
my husband and I always say, because we both grew up in the same town, and we're like, we're never going to move back there. We moved to the city. We thought we were so cool. And then I got pregnant with my first kid. I'm like, I need to go to Costco. I need a garage. And we said we'd never move back to where we grew up. And P.S., like we moved back to where we grew up because that's where our parents were. Like both of our parents, you know, we grew up in the same town and both of our parents were there. And we had my brother-in-law was there with their kids. So it just made sense for us. And it gave me the flexibility to do all of this. So it does. It takes a village. Like, and I was so blessed to have my parents and my in-laws be the ones to help out and raise my kids when I was working and my husband was working.
Yeah. And I know we're talking about trying to juggle it all, right? I think, Emily, you've been really outspoken about sort of your struggles when you had your first, suffering from postpartum anxiety and just like, your self-image, because, you're in the public eye so much. Like, did that change with your second? Like, what has sort of been your journey with that for folks who may not know about it a little bit?
I mean, after I had my first baby, I had really bad postpartum anxiety. So I was up at all hours of the night just haunting my own house. And people are like, oh, is it because the baby's not sleeping? I'm like, no, the baby's sleeping through the night. I'm just awake haunting everyone that lives here with all of my anxiety. So it wasn't easy. And then with my second, I had postpartum depression, which sometimes I feel like I think I'm just coming out of that fog. He just turned 2. In terms of the body image stuff, I feel like I need to be sensitive about it because on one hand, I feel like I've been on such a journey, like finding and kind of trying to nurture a good relationship with my body. I was in the fashion industry in 2008 or 2009, and those who get it, get it. It was a really toxic time to be a model. People were very thin, so I'm like for so long trying to like strive for that, then finally coming to peace with that. But for the majority of my career, right, I was always trying to be smaller, 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 and then you get pregnant and you're supposed to be happy about getting bigger, bigger, bigger. And then you finally have these huge changes, and I felt like everyone's like, be nice to yourself, you look great, it's okay. And then I'm like, but I want to feel like me again so badly, and I don't know how to do that, and feels like there's no time or energy or like resources to do that, and I feel guilty that I want to feel like myself again. It's so multi-layered. But at the end of the day, I do feel like as a mom, and once you have your children, you have every right to want to feel good again, whatever that looks like for you. I don't think we should shame moms for wanting that for themselves. But yeah, I would say like the mental health ups and downs that came with children was very surprising to me. And I think when I started sharing it on social media, I was just like, the people need to know. I was like, I feel like everyone paints this like really differently, but this is like what it looked like for me. Not to scare people, I just wanted people to know that like it can look really different.
Right. And did you discover other people were like in the same boat? Like,
oh, yeah.
Hi?
Yes. I mean, I posted stuff like that like years ago at this point, and people still message me and they're like, hey, I looked back at like your story highlight from 2020 and I saw that you like talked about this. And I'm like, yeah, because I just was like, I have to be honest about what this looks like for me. And if it helps any single person, which it has, and it makes people feel less alone, I'm like, if you only knew the insane, intrusive thoughts that I had after having my children, I would potentially be sent away. But luckily, I came out on the other side. Everything's okay. Yeah.
You have a very supportive partner too.
I do.
I feel like you guys are like a strong unit.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm sure that helped a lot get you through it. And
I feel like I'm like the super emotional one, and my husband is cool as a cucumber. Like he's so grounded. I feel like that's a common combo. So I'm all over the place, and he's just like, everything's okay. I'm like,
everything's okay.
So true.
Yeah. Being a mom, you're just like built a little different. You're like, I'm thinking about things that you may not be thinking about. And you brought up a good point about like feeling like yourself again, right? We put so much into these amazing little humans that we're raising, some adults now. How do you guys get back to feeling like yourself if you ever feel like kind of like, wait, what is my life right now and who am I? What do you guys, is there something you do or are you just kind of living in it?
Go out drinking and twerking with your friends.
Love. Julie, where's my invite?
Anyone else? No?
I'm the total opposite.
You could also just twerk by yourself in your house.
Absolutely.
I do.
Get the Spotify up.
I put on music and I act like I'm a video girl sometimes, like, and just try to get my head out of, imposter syndrome and being a bad mom and that sort of thing. But I do think the village goes beyond family and like, your spouse or your significant other. I think it's also like your friends. Like I have great friends. I literally cried to 2 of my friends today before noon. Like, literally, like over like work stuff or like not feeling good about like myself, about other things. Like you need that village of friends that you can share your like woes with, and they'll like cry with you and say it'll be okay. And then also your wows with, and they're not thinking like, oh, you're bragging or whatever. Like just having like real ride or dies in your life is like so important. And so like I give a lot of credit to the circle of friends that I've created that are there for me, and I'm there for them just as much. And like, again, like it's nice also being in New York City where you can go out and twerk.
Absolutely.
I don't drink, not because for any other reason, just I don't like it. So I don't have that outlet. But I'm a morning person, and I think there's something really special about getting up in the morning before everybody else is up and just having a moment to yourself, even if you're just drinking your coffee or in prayer or meditation, whatever it might be. So for me, I love that quiet time. And then Dave and I, we try and make date nights every now and then. I mean, now my kids are older, so I don't need to coordinate babysitters or anything, but timing.
Good for you.
I know, it's actually
I'm like,
really
what is that
nice.
like?
You.
But you'll get there. I promise you'll
available
get there.
to babysit?
Yes, they are. They need, yes, my son
Melissa's
is broke
daycare.
and he needs money. Yes, he will work. So yeah, but it's really nice to just carve out that time to have with one another, because even if your kids are older and they're around, but your life is busy, so.
It is. It is. And maybe you bake a sourdough bread in between there.
Yes, I love making
I know
sourdough.
you love
I
your
cook
sourdough.
a lot. I love to cook, so that also is really meditative for me. I had chickens, so that was fun until
chickens?
I had
She has
17
chickens. She's got like a farm.
Until a
So
fox
you didn't have to
freaking
pay for
came.
those expensive eggs?
I did
Yeah.
pay for them for food for the chickens and stuff, but they were amazing.
But they
I
were
don't-
laying eggs for you?
It was amazing. If anyone can get chicken, it was the best thing ever. I just need to
Life
get a better
hack.
coop. It was incredible. Yeah, part of me feels like I should be living on a farm in the middle of like Montana. I don't know, but I'm in the
I
city.
love
so-
this.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm very inspired. I just planted a garden yesterday all by myself. I was so proud of myself. Yeah, I'd say like it's kind of a combination of what both of you just said. I do feel like when I don't feel like myself again, I need to surround myself with the people who knew me like pre and post having children. Like
Yeah.
just having an amazing girls' dinner sometimes fills me up and brings so much joy to like my spirit, to the point where I like come home and I can't even sleep because I'm so elated by like my wonderful friends and like support or the fun that I just had. Also just generally like being outside, being creative, doing something that, I mean, it sounds kind of mean, has nothing to do with like motherhood and being a mom, but
Totally.
just finding my way back to just being grounded in like my true essence and spirit in a way. And anything that kind of takes me off like being online and other influences that sometimes cloud your judgment or self-esteem, just things that are like for me that just make me feel good.
Yeah. How are you like sort of juggling your day to day with like running this business, Covey Skincare? It's such a great brand. It's got such a good mission. And I mean, as a mom, I just love the fact that it's a 3-step. It does all the work for me and I don't have to think about it. How are you balancing your days of like being a founder and like formulating this brand and then also just like juggling the motherhood piece of it?
That word balance again, like
I know.
Always never
Sorry,
feels
no, I
that
don't want to
way.
be triggering.
Just randomly when I do feel balanced, I'm like, oh, I think I got today right. It'll be like one day where I have like the perfect combination of events. So in terms of like balancing everything, I'd say the village heavily comes into play here. I also have family nearby who helps with my kids. I have a nanny. My husband is involved. Like I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm like, the village now, my neighbor's like 13. I'm like, are you available tonight I'm like, my village is getting whoever's
Like we're
willing.
recruiting.
Yeah. Anyone, come to my house
I'll
any
send my
day.
kids.
Yeah,
I'll send my
literally.
I know, I'm like,
Yeah,
Melissa.
seriously.
And Melissa, so for you it must be really different too, because you have adult children. And I know for all of us in this room, our relationship sort of shifts with our parents and our moms as we become adults. So going through that and now going through it as the mom for you, how has that been? Because I know there was a big milestone in your family this week too, right? With the graduation.
I cried a lot this week. My middle graduated high school, so I'm gonna have 2 in college starting in August, which is crazy.
Great.
And they're not anywhere near each other. One's all the way in California, and the other one's gonna be in South Carolina. So they are nowhere close to each other. If there's anyone here in those states, please, I always like to have people that, oh yay.
Come on,
like I have
village.
people, yeah, I need people just to have eyes, just in case, feet on the ground. But yeah, it's weird. It's weird having, I remember looking at my son sitting in the car next to me and he had man legs. I'm like, how do you have like legs like that? You'll see, it's weird. It's just strange, but it's really nice to have that relationship. And I always mourned every stage of parenthood because I was like, oh, I'm gonna miss the newborn phase. I'm gonna miss the toddler phase. But honestly, every phase is so beautiful. Like, and each one, as cliche as it sounds, truly does get better. I love them all, and they're each individually so different, and they all have like the coolest personalities, and like you get to hang out with your kids now. And listen, you're always still a parent. Like, you'll never stop being a parent. And my mom always says you're only as happy as your least happy child, which is so true. But my mom always says, like, the roast is out of the oven. You've done your job with 2 of them. Like, there's not much more shaping you can do. You can just let go and let God and pray, like, everything that you've taught them. And I'm gonna cry. In like the 18 years that you had them, like, you know, you did a good job as a mom. And for me, I always say, like, I want to create a space that they feel comfortable and confident to leave, but that they also really want to come back home because they just love it being home. So that's my goal as a mama. Yeah.
Well, you're doing it. You're really doing it.
Thank you.
You guys are all pretty active on social media, so I want to talk about that. And how do you guys sort of approach social media having kids? And, you know, I think, Melissa, for you, you're probably speaking to them about it, and Julie, you too, and then Emily, like, how much are you sharing about them? Like, how are you guys sort of navigating social media? Because I think when we were all growing up, it was definitely not around. We barely had dial-up internet. So now I feel like there's just so much out there and so much information, and it affects them, and there's studies that say it's not good for them. So how are you guys sort of navigating that? Asking for a friend.
I mean, I definitely share a lot of them on my social media, only because I also feel like a part of my storytelling as like a person in this world is showing that like what this life really looks like. Because I think that there could be a lot of perceptions about it just being so fabulous, and you're here and you're there and you're writing for this magazine, you're doing that, which it is great. Don't get me wrong, I'm really living in my purpose. But I also need to want to show that, like, look, I just, you know, finished a deadline for a 1,200 word piece. Now I'm running to do a talk, and then now I'm at the baseball field, like, you know, at his game. And I want to show that. It's not just, oh, like brunches with Dior, which I get to do, but like people also don't see. I want to show them, like, yeah, I had brunch with Dior Beauty. I interviewed the perfumers. I had to go home, transcribe that interview, write it up. It's not just like I was brunching and then it's over. There's work that comes from that. Or even like doing like things like, you know, interviewing someone for a cover story. Yes, that's amazing. But like now I'm up for the next week, like sleepless, thinking about how I'm going to tell the story of like Tracy Ellis Ross. And like Diana Ross is gonna read this. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like,
no
it's
pressure.
hard. It's hard to do that. And so I like to show, the 360 of my life, which includes my children.
Yeah.
And I also just wanted to like, when I brought up twerking, I was like, Julie, you act like you're in the club. So I wanted to just like clarify that I'm not in the club. I'm in my 40s. We're not doing that. I like to sit. We don't stand. And so when I say I go out twerking with my friends, I mean going to a really yummy restaurant and like twerking your seat to the music.
Love it.
At the restaurant.
Followed by the appetizers.
At the restaurant. So like, I just wanted to put that out there for everyone that's like, damn, like she does all this and then goes to the club? No. I'm putting french fries in my mouth, sitting down and twerking to the soundtrack of the restaurant.
I feel like we should all do that.
Yeah.
Clarify that.
Guys, they're wrapping me. So I just want to ask you one last question, and then we're going to do a little rapid fire. What is the single thing you are most proud of as a mother? I know there's so many accomplishments, but right now, what comes to mind is something that you are just like, I did that.
For me, I mean, my 3 kids, I don't just them, who they are as people. You know, at home, they can let their guard down and be difficult at times, but I would say if I send them out into the world and they're good people to people that they meet and they leave with kindness, then I've done my job. So, yeah.
I think that they are kind human beings. I don't feel like they're gonna turn into serial killers, like, which is like something that keeps me up every night. Because they do game. Oh. And I'm like, geez, like, you know, I'm hearing them like, got 5 kills. And so I'm like,
you're like, this is not real life.
Right, but I'm like, the hand-eye coordination's on point. Like, they might become like surgeons at some point. But then I see them like reacting to other people in real life and being very kind. And so I'm like, okay, it's just the gaming. They're kind. They're not going to hurt them. So like,
the game is just giving you trauma.
So that makes me very happy. And they know all the words to Knuck If You Buck.
Love it.
I mean, similar to what you guys said, I think generally when I see my kids out in the wild, they are sweet and they are kind and they are aware And I feel like even at their little ages, they're already thoughtful, especially like my 3.5-year-old. So I do think a lot of that, I hope, is just because they're innocent and sweet, but also try to model that ourselves as parents. So I'd say so far, that's what I'm most proud of. But like as a mom, you're just so proud of them for existing, even if they're gaming and
doing all the
you're
things.
Amazing, sweetie. So.
Okay, let's do a really quick lightning round at stages. We're asking all our panelists some questions. So it's rapid fire. Keep it short, one sentence, what comes to mind? Favorite stage of motherhood so far?
Now, I think we're all gonna say the same answer. Are you gonna say now?
No,
What? Oh.
Damn. Look at me being bad mother again. No, I love them now. They're great. I always like that 6-month to 8-month phase when you can really F with them. Like when you're they're not gonna break, they're breathing.
Right, they're like little blobs.
And they're little dolls, you can do the things with them. They're not gonna run away and touch the thing or put their finger in the thing. You can just look at them and you're like, oh my God, you're so cute. I really love that stage.
Okay.
I love 6 months too, I always say, because they start sitting up, but they can't go anywhere. So you just look at them being cute.
That's
and you're
where I'm at.
It's the best.
Yes, my 6-month-old, he's sitting and I'm like, great. And he's eating all the food, not complaining or saying a word about my cooking. Okay, most common phrase you find yourself telling your children.
I mean, right now for me, I have 2 toddlers. I'm use your words, use your words. And I ended up now start doing this to my husband too. I'm like, look around, look around.
There's 2 that come to mind. I don't know if they would agree with me, but be kind. I always say be kind. And finish strong. The end of the school year was definitely rough for them. I'm like, you guys are so close, just finish strong. So that's another one, yeah.
I say maybe all the time, which means no. They're constantly asking for something. I'm like, maybe.
Ask me tomorrow.
Maybe. Yeah, but they always remember. They're like, 3 weeks ago you said maybe.
Okay, it's still maybe. Okay, your kid's current obsession that annoys you the most?
Calling me bruh.
The audacity.
Both of them. The
Even the
4-year-old too. It's
Okay.
like, bruh. And I'm like, who's that?
I feel like I'm not your homie.
I think it's the messy room. I don't know. It drives me insane. And I really try not to get stressed out about it and just let them be, but there's literally stuff everywhere. Yeah.
Is it their obsession or mine?
Their obsession that annoys you the most.
my not good answer, but my honest answer is their obsession is me. And that's so great, but sometimes I'm like, guys, we gotta look around. Let's just look around for something else to focus on.
Look around. Okay, one word that best sums up your current stage of motherhood.
Chaotic for me. With 3 and 2, it's insane at my house.
I don't know either. I don't have an answer.
You could plead the fifth.
Can I? I don't know. I'll probably get one.
I'll get real PC and just say blessed. I am blessed that they are happy and healthy, breathing, all the things,
Love that.
I take Julie's answer. Blessed.
Hashtag blessed. Okay, what is one thing you're letting go of to thrive in this stage? What are we not taking with us to the next era of parenting? Leaving it behind?
Trying to help them in every single thing they do. I feel like we have to let go as parents and let them fail at times. I'm dealing with this right now with my oldest, who's the most chill, and it stresses me out so much because nothing bothers him, and he's almost not gonna get a visa to go abroad. So we're gonna see, because I let him do it himself, and he's not doing such a great job. So
your micromanaging days are over.
I have to let go more, yes, letting go.
For me, it's super specific. They're very picky eaters, and that kills me because I'll eat anything. If you're like, this is monkey brains, I'll be like, sure, I'll try it. I'm very adventurous, and they're very, very picky, and that drives me crazy. And I just need to be like, they'll be fine. they cannot eat chicken
They
nuggets
will.
and like French fries for the rest of their life. And so I'm gonna letting go and letting God.
I promise you
go.
that changes. It does. Yes, it does.
I mean, I don't know, it's not necessarily like letting go of my kids, but for myself as a parent, like all of the insane parenting advice on social media, like
Yes.
it's like, I can't anymore. Every single day I scroll and it's like, this is the one thing you're doing wrong. I'm like, how many of these are there?
You're like, I'm doing a lot of single things wrong.
Like, I can't do this. So anytime I see videos like that, I'm like, no. Like, I reject it completely.
I love that. That's really good, especially because you are on social media a lot. You're like, I don't need to see this. All right. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Emily, Melissa, Julie, for being here and sharing everything.